many teams has played it yet. But is this XP Alpha or Jungle Alpha? Because I want to see. I like the idea coming from Echo PH, but of course execution is going to be key. So is RSG accustomed to this? I don't know. But of course, without further ado, let's see how this series is going to go. Game 2 between RSG PH versus Echo PH. At the same time, I want to see how this goes.
Yeah, I think we all want to see how this one goes. I mean, I haven't seen an alpha in God knows how long, and seeing it here and just the impact that could potentially have. I mean, it's one of those things where if it does well, awesome, but I'm more afraid that you're going to see more of it in the pubs, which kind of scares me at this point.
Yeah, but at the same time, I think One Shell brought up a very good point here. The Valentina can steal the Hearts Guard away from Yawi. Personally, I don't think it's feasible if Yawi just always stays hidden. But of course, when it comes to the gameplays here, Echo PH, they are getting a little bit pressured here. RSG already just, dominating all the lanes here, applying, like, Outplay is just struggling right now.
Yeah, struggling, not having the greatest game. I mean, to start things off, it's, I don't think, to be honest, I don't know if Zaida thought he was going to be playing Alpha going into this one. If this is like a known strategy or going in, but Light goes in for this one. They have a nice two-man knockout. Light has to flicker. He bouncy balls away, but Yawi getting a little bit low. Demon Kite is on the prowl. He does get that kill, and he will secure that one. First blood going the way of RSGPH.
This is not a good start for Echo at all. Like, RSGPH, they know that they're stronger in the early games in terms of denying those anti-heals, but I like that they're utilizing this right from the get-go, knowing that Echo PH needs both the Angela and Alpha to be at least like level 6, level 7 before they get super out of control. And by doing this and this much pressure, RGPH is just limiting their momentum. But top side though, outplayed. Oh no, he's dead. He's dead.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah, no chance. The Blazing Duet on top. Just nice rotation there. I don't know if they expected Aqua to make all the way down to the top lane, but Demon Kite is taking the turtle, and the nice two-man Tyrant's Revenge. That's going to be on point. Yawi now running for his life. Sanford getting a little bit low as well, but the Appraiser's wrath. He turns it around, and Nats gets smashed as well. Demon Kite now on the run. He's been knocked up. He's running for his life. I don't know if, okay, he does get away, but that was a huge win for Echo.
That was clutch. That was clutch coming from Sanford. Like, if Sanford did not get the kill right there and RSGPH was just continued to snowball, that would have been a done deal in the early game for Echo PH. They have to play behind from all the way through. But interesting enough here, let's go to the emblems here as well, because we do see Tenacity being picked up on the Angela as well as Sanford. So they are looking for a little bit more sustains. I guess it's to kind of deal with the anti-heals coming from RSGPH, but considering how everyone from the side RGPH has it as well, so that means that they are going to be very, very tanky, and Outplay don't necessarily have the tools to deal with this. And I like that RGPH, they banned off the Dirok in this draft in particular, because Echo PH actually brought this Dirok Brody composition against Yudu Red Giants in yesterday's games.
Yeah, I mean, they thought it through, right? They know each other, and they're going in. But a nice little knockup. Nats running for his life. Ionic Edge doing a little bit of chip damage, but Nats out healing most of it. He's going to deal with his minion wave. This Uranus just being super annoying. But he's 0-1-0. I don't think he expected to die, especially that early in the game.
Yeah, I think so too. But of course, early War Axe coming from Zaida, Clock of Destiny coming from Sanji, rather early as well. Like 3 minutes in the game, despite being oppressed, Echo PH finally gets the timing that they need, and this is the timing they need, and hopefully they're able to execute it here. However, Aqua, Stolen Feather Extra, I'm not exactly sure why he actually used it. I guess he's trying to zone out for the turtle and scout at the top bush, but Echo PH is just nowhere near there if you think about it. So that's going to be a wasted outcome from Aqua though. But this first turtle clash is going to be an important one for RSGPH if they want to continue their snowball strat. And Echo PH, I guess they just don't want to contest this, and it's smart. It's just not worth it right now.
Yeah, not gonna spend any sort of resources, any time. They're just gonna continue on. Echo, that is. They're just gonna continue to farm. Nats, on the other hand, did find Sanford, so he's got the energy eruption, and they're gonna play around with the aggro, and Nats will out-heal it eventually. He gets back in. He's gonna invade the enemy jungle. Man, this Uranus just super annoying, right?
Yeah, this definitely did as well, but I'm surprised Echo PH, they're gonna try and force the issue here, but Sanford, the taunt comes in. That's the worst timing to be in. Like, if you're on the player's heroes, it's fine. But the moment you're on the turret and get taunted, yeah, it's goodbye. There's nothing you can do.
Yes. I mean, there are 3 members there, but now Demon Kite, they're turning this around. They're doing a little bit of damage there. The Feathered Airstrike is going to be used. They do have the Brave Assault doing a little bit of a knockup, but Demon Kite will be fine. And Sanford just invading the enemy jungle, making it difficult for RSGPH.
But light! Oh my god, the Tyrant's Rage blinding the bush, but Sanchi, what? He gets out just like that, and at the same time, they are gonna regroup here with the Hearts Guard to try and extend the fight, but Echo PH, they need to get out. Sanford, an awkward position. Demon Kite still thinking if he wants to go to this, but Echo PH, they will be able to keep him alive. So I would say big clutch here coming for Echo PH.
Yeah, that's what you want your Angela player to do. Yaoi on point with that, making sure he did have the save. But again, the next turtle is going to be pretty huge. It's going to be up in about 25 seconds or so. But Nats now does need to be careful. He's going to get gangbanged by 4 people. They're coming out from all different angles. They focused it out. And, the Uranus, we're talking about the tankiness, but not against 4 at this point.
Yep, at the same time, RSGPH though, they are not getting those space needed, but again, they're playing a very similar strategy from game number 1. They want to make sure Iman gets his farm, and as of now, he does have the necessary tools, but he probably needs about 3 to 4 minutes of uncontested farm before he starts whipping out the big wombo combo AoE damage that is needed as well. And this is something that Echo PH will tend to struggle to deal with later on unless they have the necessary items. But of course, once again, Echo PH, they're gonna try to pull aggro away from RSGPH, and Sanford, he's getting chipped up pretty good, and he might die to this.
Oh gosh, the
almost hitting his
barely away. Oh my gosh, he barely got out. That was so close. But now they're going to just take the turtle. It doesn't look like anyone's going to come in for this one. And RSG just get another objective after another objective. Very uncontested. Echo not willing to take any sort of risk.
Technically, they can't. Technically, they really can't here. And let's take a look at items real quick here. Fleeting Time out on Angela. War Axe up on Alpha. Yeah, now it's definitely not the time as well, considering that Outplay doesn't have even the first item Tower Spike. And it's just not worth it fighting against RSGPH, who's just so strong now in terms of the Baxia, the Valentina with the Path of Destiny as well, very early ones as well. I guess, the goal time here is at least 2 to 3 items, and Echo PH will have the necessary tools, and they cannot afford to lose this. But Sanford is going to try and turn the fight. He's got a huge chunk, but Appraiser's Wrath, he needs to use it. He gets it. Iman will get collapsed, and he is going to take them down. And RSGPH, they call for the bait, and Echo PH now is the time to strike. Demon Kite here tanking so much damage. Tries to go save for the day, but here he comes Zyda. Isolate him from the rest of the team who's out here, and they will pick another Echo PH. They find the right plays, and it is going to be Sanford that makes it happen, and Zayed to interject for Echo PH.
What a play there. I totally unexpected Yaoi coming in with the Heart Guard. Just that save was on point. And you're kind of thinking, Sanford, 1 versus 4, can you do this all the way at the front line, just forcing the issue? And man, he was on point. And that's exactly the team fight that Echo needed. And it completely caught everybody off guard from RSGPH. They were not expecting this, but the Feathered Airstrike, now that's going to be used. Zaida getting a little bit low. He does have the shield. The Heart Guard again saving him, at least for now. And they're looking to go. The Energy Eruption throws back Nas. Sanford gets it. He gets the Brave Assault. He knocks him up, he takes him down, and he turns it around. Nats is down for the count.
Oh my god, Sanford, just an absolute monster, just kiting their way through, and Echo PH finally found the sauce to deal with this Baxia. Push and pull, poke and choose your fights wisely. Pick a fight that Demon Kite is not around and dissect them. This is where they will excel the most on those healings, and every single time Demon Kite doesn't have his true unity, he's not able to get on top of you, they're just able to just out heal whatever damage we're coming from RGPH. So Echo PH, they finally found a way, but at the same time, is it over yet? Because RGPH still needs to rethink on how they need to take this next approach fight, because this Lord Pit is going to dictate whether or not RGPH is able to close out this game.
It's one of those things where RSG really need to know the cooldowns, right? If you're expecting it, maybe you force it throw an easy heart guard onto it, but as I say, that Titan's Revenge, they do end up finding Sanford. Do they have the save? They do not this time. Demonkite will take that one, and now Demonkite is a little bit low. They're going to look to go. The Lord is getting the knock-up onto Demonkite. He barely gets away. They're going to continue on, and Zaida gets killed. And Sanji now on the run. He gets over the wall, but Outplay's been killed, and Lighty's going to secure that one. Nas is diving deep. He doesn't care. Yawi getting a little bit low, and they're going to focus the attention of the Iron again, just doing some work, and Nas will secure that one. And now they've got the T2. The Lord has gone on by Demonkite, and this is looking to be an RSGPH game.
Yeah, huge play from RSG. Like, they knew, like, Demonkite needs to proc his passing abilities on everyone from Echo PH, and because of that play, Echo PH just could not buy the necessary time. And on top of it all, Nasus is getting so much value off stacks here in his first skill, just chipping away at everyone from Echo PH. So first misplays coming from Echo PH despite doing so well thus far, but this gives the opportunity for RSGPH to actually close out this game. And I won't be surprised, but I think our predictions might be wrong here, because RSGPH looks like they're back in form despite yesterday's blunders.
Yeah, they're back in form. I mean, this is a very good game. I mean, the kill count says otherwise, but they're up in terms of, you know, objectives. That's the biggest thing, right? They have a Lord. They're playing this very objectively, systematically, right? Understanding what they need to do. And look at this. Lord is just crashing in this. This is going to be a huge fight. Sanford is up front, going to take out most of his damage here. The Lord is getting down. It's about a little bit less than half. Appraiser's Wrath will end up securing that one. They've kind of backed it off, and it looks like T3 has taken literally no damage.
Yeah, this is huge. This is very, very huge here coming from RSGPH. Like, this moment right here, they need to take at least a tier 3 here. And Light is going to try and zone it out. He's threatening with his Tyrant's Revenge, but I don't think it's going to happen. Looks like they will be able to defend for now, but RSGPH, they want to try and extend this. Light is looking for a target on Saji.
Oh, they're going in?
But no, they're going in.
Away. Oh, image away. Eman barely stays alive. He's going to be fine. The nice little knockup. They found Sanford. The feathered airstrike, that's going to be used. He's doing some work. Sanford has been killed. And now Zaida will stick around, and a little bit of chip damage on that T3, but it looks like that's going to be it. And only one person had died, and that was Sanford.
Yeah, that was huge. That was huge. RSGPH, they needed to make a play there, and because of this, with the numbers advantage, they are going to get a tier 3 up top. So Echo PH, they need to find a way to defend this, but Light is always in a position where he can threaten the back lines. In this case, Sanji needs to be very careful of how he places his better dash right. Likewise can be said from outplayed as well. But for now, RSGPH, they are going to continue with this snowball. And Echo PH, if they are able to defend this, it's all good. But 60 seconds left before the Lord, and it seems like RSGPH, they want to play the safe game.
They're going to reset it, right? They don't need to rush it. I mean, Iman was doing some work on that T3, and I think it was fortuitous that they got it because of the fact that they were able to just burst it down. Echo was focusing their attention on the mid T3 at that point, so there was a little bit of space. They took advantage of it. Now RSG are going to take the enemy jungle on the way back. 40 more seconds to that Lord. That one will be key.
Yeah, I agree. But of course, you know, when it comes to this composition, Echo PH still has a big problem, and that is pretty much dealing with the anti-heals coming from Demonkite, and also dealing with the damage burst coming from Iman. And right now, they need to choose a fight where Demonkite is not around, and of course, Demonkite starting the fight here. This is not a good fight here.
That's going to be it, and the Heart Guard's going to be used. They're going to look to turn this around. Demonkite getting a little bit low. Sanford is, I don't know if he can out-heal this. He does get killed. Aqua will secure that one. Demonkite has been killed in return, but now Nas is sticking around. It's 4-on-4 at this point, and it looks like they're going to disengage at this point.
A jungler for an XP. I think it's the best out of what they can ask for as well, but Zaida, he might get poked down here, Iman. Little bit too close to be called comfort, but yeah. Like I was saying as well, I think Echo PH, like, that was a little bit unfortunate, but Sanford tried to kill off Iman with his flicker appraisal trap. He almost got it, but if he got it, that would have been the turning point for Echo PH. Unfortunately, he didn't. And RSGPH, they still have control of the Lord, and you can see the power spike coming from Iman. He's able to just completely threaten Echo PH, and as of now, there's just nothing Echo PH can do. They need to at least stall this for at least another 2, 3, 4 minutes until at least Outplay gets to level 15. And at this point, I think RSG can just close out the game.
Yeah, Echo made a slow rotation there. I mean, they had to have known that RSG was going to take the Lord, right? I felt like, you know, if anything, they could have maybe pushed the bottom lane a little bit further, provide a little bit more breathing space. You talk about the fact that they need about 2 or 3 more minutes. That would have done it. Now they're back in the, you know, turtling in their base. This is a very bad situation. Yeah, you have your T3s up, but if you're looking at the lanes and where they're at right now, they're going to eventually push and you're going to have a rough time.
Yep, and in this case, you know, when it comes to pushing as well, Zaida, he just got his Athena shield. I don't think it's going to do him any good. I guess it's to deal with both Nats as well as Aquas' burst potential, but eventually the biggest threat here is still going to be Iman. Currently, this Blazing Duet is pretty much there as a finisher, whereas Echo PH, they need to pick a fight where Demon Kite is not around, and as of yet, it is going to be the Lord that collapsed on the throne, and now Nats is going to try and zone them out.
Yeah, Nats jumps right in, not scared whatsoever. Gets the knockup onto Sanford as well, who gets a little bit low. The Heart Guard, that's going to be used, keeps him alive. The Lord is about half-life, but light, that's going to be life number 1. Zaida's going to be next on that list. He goes actually in, but he's going to be killed. Aqua will secure that one, and the Lord is still up. Light somehow still alive, and it looks like the Lord is bashing in. He's going to look to go. The Feathered Airstrike, that's going to be used. That's going to disengage everybody.
I genuinely feel bad for Echo PH right now. Like, there's only so much Yaoi can do on this Angela. Like, do you use the Heart Guard to save Sanford's life, or do you power farm Zaida, allowing him to just get out of control? Because as of now, with or without, Zaida just can't do anything right now. And as of yet, every time he makes a play, RGB just kites him around. And now RGB, they are going to focus on tier 3 and they collapse on them as well.
Yeah, they focus in on this one. Outplay getting very low, has to go back to the fountain to heal. The Feathered Airstrike, that's going to be used defensively, and that's going to slow things down. That's going to buy them time, but they have 0 T3s up. The base is the only thing standing. Echo are like sitting with a chip in a chair.
Oh, it's tough. Like, this is a very difficult game, and RGPH with an 8k net worth lead. I don't know how Echo PH is going to come back to this year, but as of now, let's look at the items as well. You know, at this stage, Iban is pretty much full slotted, whereas Echo PH, we have Outplay just so far away from his next major item. He doesn't even have his Malefic. Okay, as soon as I say it, he just got his Malefic Roar, but he still needs more than just that. And currently, he's just not doing enough damage to threaten RGBH. It's just tanky composition. He forced himself to get the DHS. Not necessarily the greatest value for a Brody, considering how slow Brody hits in terms of attack speed, right? Yeah, you have this burst damage, but you need to be able to utilize those passive abilities against RGPH. And currently, RGPH just like, nah, it's okay. It's okay. It's bearable against Outplay.
Yeah, it's bearable in that sense, but, you know, I'm thinking, like, you see the Feathered Airstrike, it kind of stops everything. Sanji's done a good job of just the wave clear and just slowing things down. I think if they were able to manage to steal this Lord, that might be, you know, one of the many steps that they need to take to get themselves back in this game, but are they going to risk it? Are they going to try to go in for this one? I mean, they have, look at this RSG, just completely controlling and forcing, you know, Sanford to, you know, to stay away almost.
Yeah, this is going to be tough here, but of course, Sanford, he needs to set up for the play once again. He is going to be the playmaker, but at the same time, look at his HP, he's going to get dropped, but the Haze is
going to be used. Oh, he keeps him alive, at least for now. The Feathered Airstrike, that's going to be used. Sanford does die, not enough. They have the burst. Light is going to be killed, though, and outplayed, and that's most of the damage, and Nats is just going to run up on you. They don't care. RSGPH kills Zaida, and it looks like they want more. Nats doesn't care where you are, where your face is. Everything is open. They've taken the minion waves, and they're looking to take game 2, and they do it in style.
Oh, Amon just played an absolute game, and now they will continue to finish off the rest. Sanji left alone, and RSGPH is gonna take the game just like that. Clean 2-0 against Echo PH.